a truly cool super form debut. Hello everybody, Terrible Card About episode 24 of Kamen Rider Gavv. So we started again where we had it last time with Shoma chasing after Bitter in the street, and he tries to catch up to him. Pretty cool little fight scene between the two motorbikes. The Guru came back, it was pretty cool, until Bitter actually activated Gurukan bike and turned it into the machine gun. And pretty cool to actually see it actually transform without using the Gurukan form. Like they didn't want to waste any extra finances on making their own version of Bitter's Gurukan form. Anyway, starts shooting at Shoma and actually knocking him out as he leaves. As the money actually coincidentally passes him by. I was just wondering how she actually made it there, but they'll explain later that she was trying to look for Shoma through messaging because she had to look through her phone trying to find out where Shoma and Bitter are. Until she actually looked at where Shoma is passed down, actually chases after him in order to pick him up, in order to take him home. And we actually see him take him home to nurse him back to health. As she was worried for him and actually decided to explain to her form, go out and actually look for him and Bitter to try to help out. As she allows Shoma to rest. And we actually see an interesting way of a flashback, and we actually see Amane talk to Hanta in a really cool black and white little filter, talking about how Hanta wants Shoma to know Bitter is there, but not to tell him that he was the guy that informed him about Bitter coming in here. And Hanta needs to go and save his friend Kataro right now. And Amane actually figured out that she's actually Valen, as Hanta seemed to be shocked about the revelation, thinking that Shoma told her, but Amane said that no, she figured it out herself due to the fact that, all the weird things that Shoma and Hanta have been acting in the past few months, and the fact that they always seem to be together. It makes it more sad that he actually is the secondary writer, Kamen Rider Valen. So pretty nice that she actually figured out her own. Yeah, Shoma didn't tell her, but it seems like Hanta is still shocked and a little bit hurt that Amane knows about the Granute and all that. And he just hangs up to help out his friend. And Amane, back in the present, start to worry about Shoma's condition and also his relationship with Hanta. And I think it's a really cool little flashback. You actually see her on the chair, black and white, and then her in the present. So with color, it looks pretty cool. I really do love the contrast. Pretty nice, interesting way to show a flashback. Speaking of Hanta, we actually see him meet up with Kataro to go to a building, as he said that he used to work there, but just tried to return his uniform, which is just say that's cap, that's not actually what he was doing. And he tells Hanta there's a monster in there, and Hanta goes in to investigate, but finds nothing except a couple of Tupperware and all that. That actually splashes some octopus ink on him that makes him become heavy. And Kataro comes in with the shop owner from last episode. Supposedly the owner wanted revenge for some of the article Hanta had written about him, and just wanted petty little revenge that Kataro just sold him out for money. And their everlasting friendship didn't last. We're just saying, Hanta, this is a sign. Shoma's way more better. As you can see, Shoma will never betray you. Well, for now at least, not to become evil later on. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Shoma's the better option. And Kataro tried to leave before shop owner revealed that he's a Granute by opening up his stomach and compressing him. As he is actually the Smial Granute. I pretty much butchered that name. It's a weird spelling word, like 2 E and an A and L. Smial. It's really cool to see the octopus design on Smail, but it's just obviously a kickback from I think Wimple and Bond. You can literally tell it's one of Wimple's arms. It's very obvious. It's just very distractingly obvious when I first saw it. It looked like two other Granutes or multiple Granutes together, but most of the time they only figure out Wimple's little arms. I didn't remember that because how pretty memorable that fight was between Shoma and Wimple. As in reality, he actually wants revenge for killing his friend Otake, which interestingly is actually where Valen's first debut, was the Granute that Valen defeated in his debut episode. So it's pretty interesting to see that he actually wants revenge for his friend that he killed. Which makes sense, and both of them in that episode also spit out ink, so they were a type of squid. So yeah, I guess they were actually very friends of the same species of animal. As Hanta tried to transform, but Smil just stopped him by spraying more ink. It revealed that yeah, the more heavier it is, the more harder it is to move his technology. So yeah, he can't actually transform anymore. I said he's not gonna actually compress him or kill him. He's first gonna torture him until the morning to enjoy the sad fact that he's gonna beat up Hanta. But you see the dude, as he actually cut to Dente, which isn't that he's taking care of his hygiene. I do like that he's just taking care of his hygiene. Alakia comes in and transforms into Vram in order to kill him for creating Dark Tree. And Dente seems to accept his fate, as he said that he thought that he was actually making up for his sins by coming here to Earth. And then he said he actually told them that Shoma actually made him change, because Shoma actually grew up and actually started to fight against the idea of the Stomach family and the corporation, and actually gone against his brother and sister, even killing one of them, thinking that if he would actually have done the same to his brother, maybe life would have been different. Maybe they wouldn't be making Dark Tree for, just calling all the misery. Maybe it would have made life happier for the Granute world. And he's prepared to actually be taken out, saying to Vram to just promise him to take care of Shoma when he's not around. And Lucky just leaves, detransforming and saying he's not gonna take his life right now, making me think that yeah, maybe Dente actually does feel bad about making the Dark Tree. And interesting that Lucky doesn't actually go on with his revenge, decides to probably go back and just think about it. And then they decide to actually just hand him some snacks, probably because he's probably gonna be hungry, and a phone. So pretty cool that now that Lucky gonna communicate with Shoma and the rest of the game with his phone now. And the next day, Bitter actually goes around places trying to figure out what to do, and actually figured out that if he makes some destruction, maybe the writer will come in and play with him. So he just transformed and started attacking buildings. As Shoma gets information from the Gochiso, telling him about it and tried to go to stop him, but Amane is also there and tried to convince him to rest of it, that he's not actually healed. But Shoma actually argued that he just wanted to protect the world that he grew to love, and so the world that his mom lived in, and leave trying to go after Bitter. Meanwhile, Speedo actually continued to torture Hanta, realizing that he's actually mourning, so it's time to actually get rid of him now. And he's about to finally finish him off until one of the Chocold Gochiso, who removed the ink and actually attacks Mio and gets inside the Vram gun and actually just shakes away the ink in order to make him transform into his new form, Dark Valen. As I gotta say, the suit's okay. It's just a recolor of Valen with some of the dark added. I'll be honest, if it was supposed to be dark chocolate, why couldn't they just make a suit, make it instead of milk chocolate, the little like brown piece, it should have been black, like to represent dark chocolate. That's what I think it should have happened to make it at least stand out from the fact that it's supposed to be bitter. So they kind of dark chocolate is mostly better than milk chocolate, but still, I mean, it's okay. It's just, I thought it was going to be different, but nah, it's not really much. I think actually blast one of Samil's tentacles away, showing he's actually much stronger than before. As Shoma meets up with Bitter to fight against him, but he's mostly weak as Shoma can't actually keep up with him at all, and just struggle to fight against Bitter, and he tried to fail to take him down. Meanwhile, Lakia is just thinking about how Shoma actually turned Dente around and actually made him realize that Shoma might be much stronger and more motivational than he actually gave him credit for, which I just like. I like Lakia and Shoma's growing friendship. They're gonna be best friends as well. And the coach just crashed into his window where he's at, trying to tell him that yeah, Bitter is attacking Shoma. I see Bitter continue to fight against Shoma, and pretty cool that he actually ripped off his armor, which is cool to see that we haven't seen that in a long time, that the armor piece can come off. So I'm just glad that he's actually able to do it now, which is pretty cool to see. And it's pretty cool that also that Amane arrived with like some sort of hacksaw thing, and tried to want to fight against Bitter, but they can't even get close, as the sparks actually are real and actually caused her to burn up. Because yeah, it's spark, it's fire. So pretty cool to actually acknowledge that sparks are real. As he tried to, once over and over trying to get into the fight, but can't, as Shoma just gets knocked out from the transformation, and she just runs up to him to get him up. And Bitter decided to kill them both before Lakia comes in and transforms in order to fight against Bitter. As Shoma explains to Amane who Lakia is, that he's a Granute, what his deal is. It's pretty cool to know that Amane and Lakia get to meet each other. Can't wait for more of that possibility of what they're gonna interact like. In contrast, Hanta is just overwhelming, just devastates him over and over again, even preparing his finisher. It's pretty cool that he actually crashes him into a wall before blasting him on the other side of the wall to kill him, which is pretty cool finisher, and even destroying the tentacles. So yeah, pretty interesting dichotomy between Hanta and Shoma's fight right now. Even Rescue and Kataro say that he's just gonna, you know, he got older now. And meanwhile, Lakia struggled to fight against Bitter, and he just keeps avoiding him and all that. And Shoma tried to get up, but can't, and he's still weak. Amane decided to actually get him some ice cream for him for the first time. As Shoma remembers his mother mentioning ice cream, saying that she actually wanted to give it to him when he was sick, saying that it's actually really good and should help him cool down. And he eats it for the first time and loves it. But pretty sad we don't actually see the little side effects, like, you know, how all the other candy and sweets actually have, like, backgrounds and all that, but we don't see it this one. Kind of sucks that we don't see it, but oh well. And he starts to feel better, as the belt actually responds and creates a new Gochiso, the Blizzardsorbet Gochiso. I gotta say, it looks really cute. I love the design. I also like how it actually has arms, so yeah, it looks pretty cool. We make sure it has arms, because, you know, all the other Gochiso have arms, why wouldn't this one? I decided to use it to transform into a super form. It's pretty cool to see that it actually makes like some sort of freezer effect, like all the cold air coming out of it. So it looks pretty cool. Anyway, he transformed to his super form. I'm gonna get his super form, Blizzardsorbet. It looks really cool. I love the transformation, how it's just become ice cream scoops in order to create its form. Looks really cool. I like the snow effect and all that. And I love the color. I love how the ice cream cone becomes like with the ice cream with arms. Like, it looks really cool. I do love the design of this super form. And he decided to fight Bitter with a cool ability of licking the ice cream part of one of his arms to create a frost breath from his mouth in order to make ice sculpture and also make him freeze his enemy. Really cool to actually start to fight against Bitter. It looks really cool. I love the fight between him and Bitter. It looks really cool. And even the fact that he actually creates ice swords, like his sword actually can cover ice in order to give him more strength. Actually start to overwhelm Bitter. And Lakia detransformed, with Amane actually getting her phone in order to record the fight between Shoma and Bitter. As Shoma decides to activate another unique ability of Blizzardsorbet by actually getting a winner. We make a little reference to the, you know, the ice cream thing. If you've seen anime or manga, you've seen in Japan, they have the ice cream cone, and they usually have a winner on the little popsicle stick. So yeah, the winner actually allows them to actually summon all the Gochiso with the motorcycle, like like a little card thing. It looks really cool. As he places one of them inside his sword and then pushes it, and with all of them ganging up on Bitter, it looks really cool. I really do like the fight scene between both of them and the unique ability for showing that it is probably definitely a super form. As Shoma decides to prepare his finisher by summoning multiple ice cream cones with ice cream on top and actually with, spikes at the end. It just crashes it on Bitter, killing him once and for all. Well, for now, they just a clone and he'll come back another form. But interestingly, unlike the taking Gojuso, this Gojuso actually melts. Seems like it's a one-time deal, just like the rest of the Gojuso. Maybe think that maybe it should have been something different to make it actually a super form. Or maybe they reveal that it actually is not gone. It just melted away. And then maybe when it eats ice cream, it just reformed. That's what I think, because we don't actually see the soul. Like, how the Gojuso have an angel soul thing that goes away? Because we don't actually see it. It just melts away. It makes me think that, yeah, it might not be gone forever. Anyway, after that, Mane posted the video online to show that Shoma is actually fighting against Bitter, showing that, yeah, there are 2 writers now. And Lucky, I see they joined the gang, and he actually, hey, pretty cool, Lucky, you're not homeless anymore. And you seem like, judging by the preview, you're actually gonna have a job now. And they're all just interacting with each other. It's pretty cool that Amane and Lucky, I see they interact pretty well. And Lucky doesn't like the town thinking that it's tacky. Amane just gets up in his face saying that it's actually really cool, not tacky. He just punches him with a little cutesy little punching him in the chest. And Lucky wonders if he's not scared of him at all. And Amane said she's not. And it's pretty cool to see. I love the interaction. Looking online, yeah. Okay, yeah, I agree. I ship it too. And just wondering, oh no, Lucky is gonna die for her, isn't she? After learning friendship and value of life. That's what I'm thinking the story is heading to. But for now, it's a happy moment. Even her giving him a nickname, Lucky, and I still was just happy that he has people around him that will care about him. In contrast with Honta, who actually feels the power of Chocold Gochuso, thinking that he doesn't need Shoma anymore. As the Chocold Gochuso kind of like smiled with a little thing in his eye, similar to Suga, they actually put in the background. As Honta seems to be getting more power hungry. So again, we're setting up the classic tale, the writer, primary, secondary writer, clashing with one another with ideals. So yeah, we're setting that up now. It took a while, but we're gonna get there. Until they both get their final form, in which case they'll come back together. At the episode end, with a really cool little after credit little thing as Blizzardsorbet defeats Sparking Gummy in a cool little writer kick effect. Overall, it was a pretty good episode. Not as good as the Caking debut, but I will say a pretty cool little super form debut. I will say that it is interesting that it didn't feel that grand of a super form. It kind of felt like it was just added on. I just thought that it could have added something different about to make the super form feel more extra. Kind of like the upgrade for Caking, but actually connected to the character. I don't know, maybe we'll see next episode or the following episode how the super form will probably evolve to maybe make it permanent, just like Caking. That's my theory. Also, can't wait to see more about Honta interaction with Shoma now that he's gotta get more power hungry, doesn't want his help. Also, the fact that Lucky is gonna be working for Amane now, so can't wait to see more of that. And the fact that Bitter, is dead for now. So until we get the next Bitter, but we have to wait and see over that. That's gonna be it for now. Rating wise, you give it a 7.7 out of 10. What do you guys think? Did you like the episode or do you not? What do you mean the debut of super form? And what do you guys think about the fact that Honta is not gonna be interacting with Shoma anymore? Also, what do you think about Lucky gonna be interacting with Amane? Do you ship it as well? I know I kinda do. Okay, that's really a joke, but yeah, I wouldn't mind. Leave a comment down below and subscribe for more Kamen Rider Gavv content. Peace.